Ugh. 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 Ah. Hey, I'm Mars VR, and welcome back to Peak.
Peak is, again, a game where you climb to get to the peak. They already made a part 1 on this challenge, and I will link that in the description if you have not watched it already. Please go watch it. You will not understand this one. We're adding some new rules to this one. The main new rule is the fact that if I get any ancient item that is supposed to be used on the person, such as the cursed skull, which will kill the player instantly, or the Book of Bones, which will turn the player into a skeleton, negating all different effects, I have to use it the second I get it, which can end my run really fast if I get the cursed skull out of a statue, because I will immediately die, and that run will be over.
Great, I'm back here.
I start off by waking up for the second time during this challenge, walking over to the first big luggage and finding fortified milk and a granola bar. I go over to the second luggage and find myself airline food and fortified milk. This is really good because last time one of my main key factors of loss was hunger, because I could not take any food unless I get it out of a luggage. I go over, I cook all my food, including the airline food, which gives a very big buff within the airline food. I then walk over to grab my boy, Bing Bong.
The age-old question of always: do we keep you or do we sacrifice you for luck? Okay, that's sacrifice. Yeah, Bing Bong, sacrifice you for luck. Okay, bud. Goodbye. Give us the luck, Bing Bong. Give us the luck.
I begin to make my way towards the mountain, where I spot my first piece of luggage, an explorer's luggage, up on top of the mountain. On my way there, I make my way up the mountain and come across a big luggage, giving me amazing loot that'd be very helpful. It gives me a Titan, which helps during climbing, a granola bar, and scout cookies. Scout cookies give you a little bit of extra stamina as well as heal up a bunch of hunger. These will be very important because they can be used 4 times before they run out.
On to the next luggage.
I then, after a little bit of struggling and fearing for my life, managed to climb my way up and get to the explorer's luggage. The explorer luggage gives me decently amazing loot, giving me the main key factor, the rope cannon. This will allow me to shoot a rope up into the sky, and then allows it to fall down so I can climb up and grab it. The energy drink, which I will use later on in the thing, really screws me over as I learn the effects of cooking an energy drink.
I'm actually gonna use a quarter weapon real quick. Only because there's 2 of them and I need to keep my stamina up.
After climbing for a little bit longer and finding only 1 extra luggage, giving me a trail mix, and that's basically it, I continue to climb my way up and make it to a very specific spot where I really struggle to get up, using up all my extra stamina just to reach the top.
I can make that. I can make that. Come on, extra stamina. Give me the strength, come on. Why is it so far away? Lunch. Oh my gosh. Okie dokie. Where do we get out of this?
I get a Book of Bones out of the ancient statue, and as I said earlier, I have to use it.
I gotta use it, that's the new rule. I gotta use it instantly.
I then learn the very key factor of cooking energy drinks. Last time I played, I thought that cooking my energy drink had ruined my run and that it was a glitch that had exploded. Turns out, I was entirely wrong. When you cook an energy drink, it explodes when you use it, which I did not know at this point.
Cook the other energy drink. Okie dokie! That's not roots.
After very briefly finding out that what I thought would be roots had changed earlier than expected and had become tropics, I proceeded to make my way down the mountain and into the dangerous biome. I then find myself my first piece of luggage, which gives me a lantern, which is entirely useless in this game, giving nothing but light, and there's barely any places that you go where it's dark enough where you need light.
Oh. You know, I'm gonna use the energy drink in a minute anyway, so we're gonna put that in there. Put this on me, so I can use this. I'm gonna climb all the way up to there. He did it again! Heck.
At this point, I did not know that the energy drink was going to explode whenever I used it, so I become extremely shocked whenever I fly back again. I nearly expect it to make me to the top before I slide back down to where I just was in disappointment. I continue to climb up, going higher and higher, avoiding rain, regenerating stamina, sliding back down to where I was, until eventually I realized something catastrophic that wasted a whole bunch of my time. I even waste a python while doing this, and then I realized something extremely important.
No. Wait. Well, now where do I go? I'm kind of stuck. This wasn't even the mountain. Why was I climbing this?
I then continue to climb up, making it a little bit higher and higher after finally going to the right mountain, until eventually I make an extremely important mistake that ended my entire run. Remember how I said that energy drinks explode when they're cooked? And I'm a skeleton, which means I take extra fall damage. You'll see what happens here in a minute.
And this is a very dumb idea, but I believe in the power of myself. So, just better not explode on me this time. Bro! What? What? Why did I don't even know.
The energy drink sends me flying back, and because of me being a skeleton, I take extra fall damage. I hit the ground and lose all of my health instantly, ending my run only in the second map.
Well, that did not go as planned. I should not have done that. And I now realize the mistakes of cooking energy drinks. I'll hopefully not do that again. Also, having Book of Bones being used did not help because of the fall damage. And ended my run way earlier than it did last time. I just want to thank you for tagging along with me on the second time I tried to do the challenge and the second time I failed. And say goodbye, Bing Bong.
I'm not comfortable answering that.
That's not what I told you to do. Get out of here. Bing Bong's a little sad today because we didn't complete the challenge. I'll see you guys next time I try to do this challenge. Please subscribe. I work hard. Goodbye.